didn't have any arms. That's a great story. You know, those pelham figs, they don't have arms. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
You're supposed to stick your hands through. You work them and you stick your hands through.
Okay.
So I told people he was from Vietnam. He was in Nam, and I did that for a while. And then I started to hang out with a guy who carved for Hugh Hefner. He made bedboards and like lion heads on his doors and everything else. He used to do all these beautiful wood carvings, and I used to sit there and watch him. And then I said one day, I wish you could make, it was like Pinocchio, I wish I could have arms for him. And he carved arms for him. And he told me he used to make marionettes. So he put joints in them. So so I had one arm that was like this and the other one was like this. So you can make gestures and things.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the little shoes, like little sneakers, you could actually have them sit down and stand up. Anyway, I bought that little guy for $35, I remember, and then I had somebody make different clothes for him and spend another $25 for arms. I don't know. It's pretty good to be able to have a character like that for under $100 and with clothes and everything, and then start out like that and make decent money with this little tiny guy.
Now, what year was that?
I don't know, because then you don't know how old I am, so I don't want to.
Oh, okay, okay.
I was like 20.
Okay, so about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, somewhere around. We'll just ballpark it. So you worked a lot of clubs. How far did you travel? Or how far do you travel currently?
It changes all the time. I just talked to a guy today. When I was in Chicago, and I talked to Chuck Fields. He said that somebody was looking for a ventriloquist, and so I called a friend of mine that I went to China with, and found out about a circus that he was with that he worked like the year after we went to China that talked about. He said there was a circus that had a ventriloquist in it, but they were doing mud shows, where you're in a tent. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking, what puppet or dummy do you take with you, and how do you keep it clean if you have to go through all this mud to get to the center ring? I don't know. It doesn't seem. It doesn't sound good.
Not what you want to be doing.
No. But, that guy came to the convention and booked me from there to be in, because he wanted a ventriloquist in China. Mm-hmm. Well, I thought I would have an interpreter. Well, yeah, that's hilarious, isn't it? Because I didn't. So I had to learn I learned a little bit of Chinese when I was there, but Chinese is really hard. And there's more than one kind, and they think it's funny. They like to say hello to you. They go, hello, and then you go, hello, and they laugh like mad. They think that's so funny. I don't know why. It must be how we say hello. But so I learned to sing the Wah-ha-ha song that I heard that Mao Zedong wrote, that means like happy and joy. And I learned to sing this song in Chinese, and then I would get everybody to sing it with me, and I would do that ventriloquist-wise, and it seemed to work. And then I found out that song was used later after Mao Zedong wrote it for everybody to sing. That's used for some kind of yogurt drink. They sing, it's a jingle. That's why everybody knows it, I guess.
That's too funny.
Yeah, it is. I was better over there as chaplain. They had me do chaplain in the afternoon, but in the morning you were on a regular show with other acts, and they're like, Bob seems to be having trouble with this show, and I'm thinking like, well, no one else on the show talks. They juggle, or they're on stilts dancing, or they, it's all a guy that blows himself up inside of a balloon, or crawls into a balloon after he blows, whatever you call that act. The ones that cost the guy $25 every time he does it because the balloons are so big. I'm so glad I didn't do that. I thought about doing